Aloha and welcome to today's lesson in the Course in Miracles Workbook, Lesson 124. Let me remember that I am one with God. Let me remember I am one with God. Today we will again give thanks for our identity in God. Our home is safe. Protection guaranteed in all we do, power and strength available to us in all that we undertake. We can fail in nothing. Everything we touch takes on a shining light that blesses and heals. At one with God and with the universe, we go our way rejoicing, with the thought that God Himself goes everywhere with us. How holy are our minds, and everything we see reflects the holiness within the mind at one with God and with itself. How easily do errors disappear and death give place to everlasting life. Our shining footprints point the way to truth, for God is our companion as we walk in the way. As we walk the world a little while. And those who come to follow us will recognize the way because the light we carry stays behind, yet still remains with us as we walk on. So today, these are beautiful metaphors of walking with God and leaving light behind. This is our mission, to walk this earth in union with God. What we receive is our eternal gift to those who follow after and to those who went before or stayed with us a while. And God, who knows us, who loves us with the equal love in which we were created, smiles on us and offers up us the happiness that we gave. So this is a picture of us walking the world with God, shining the light, bringing happiness to every person we meet, every soul we meet, not only here and now, but people from the past, people from the future. Sharing the gifts that God's given us with others, and that gift comes back to us in the form of happiness. Today we will not doubt His love for us. I think that's like a really, really hard one for some people, not to doubt God's love for us. I mean, there's been times in my life where I've really doubted God's love for me. But today, we will not doubt His love for us, nor question His protection and His care. So here we have the picture of God loving us, protecting us, and caring for us. Because we're one with God. And that's kind of the feeling and the faith that we want to really strengthen today. That feeling that we are one with God and not doubting. We're just choosing to not doubt that the one who created us loves us with an everlasting love, and that we're under his protection, or her protection and care. So, the tendency is just to, sometimes with some of us, is just to read these beautiful words and just think, that's really beautiful, and it sounds very biblical and sounds very poetic. And it feels good, but then somewhere in the back of our mind is saying, but do I really believe that? Do I really believe these words that I'm reading? And I think that's normal, because the ego is still at this point very, very active in our thoughts often. And so we can choose always which voice we want to listen to. Do we want to listen to these words that are in this course, that's in this lesson? Or do we want to listen to that same old story that's played over and over in our head? That questioning, well, if God really is there, if God really loves me, then why did he let this happen? Or why am I not healed? Or why am I still feeling these feelings of loneliness, or at times feeling sad or blue? But today in this course, in this lesson 124, we're going to choose not to listen to that voice. We're going to choose to listen to the voice of Jesus as he speaks these words to us through the writer, Helen Schuckman, and through the Holy Spirit that witnesses in our minds that these, as amazing as these words seem, healing the whole world and all, that this is possible and this is true. And we're going to choose to listen to this, and we're going to take it seriously each hour of the day today. Today we will not doubt his love for us, nor question his protection and his care. No meaningless anxieties can come between our faith and our awareness of his presence. So those meaningless anxieties, we're not going to let them come between our faith that these words are true and our awareness of God's presence. And I know sometimes for me, it takes me a little longer than 5 minutes or 10 minutes to really get into that place. If I'm going through a time of where these anxieties, these meaningless anxieties, because whatever it is, it's not true. There's nothing to be anxious about. But I still have meaningless anxieties, and sometimes it takes me a little bit of a while, and I'll just meditate and be still until I can feel that presence, or become aware of the presence of the divine energy and spirit within me. So today I'm going to choose not to let any meaningless anxieties come between my faith and my awareness of the presence of God. I'm going to practice the presence of God. We are one with him today in recognizing that oneness, in remembering that oneness. We feel God in our hearts. Our minds contain the thoughts of God. Our ears, our eyes behold His loveliness as we look upon in all that we look upon. Everywhere I look today, I'm going to be looking for loveliness. Not things that are wrong or things to complain about, but the loveliness of God. Because God is everywhere, so everywhere I look, I'm going to be looking for God. Today, we see only the loving and the lovable. We see it in appearances of pain. See, it's not denying that we may be experiencing pain. It is, but even in the appearance of this pain, I'm going to see God, the loving and the lovable. And pain gives way to peace. We see it, the loving and the lovable, in the frantic, in the sad, and the distressed, the lonely and afraid. We see the loving and the lovable, who are restored to the tranquility and peace of mind in which they were created. And we see it in the dying and the dead as well, restoring them to life. Wow, can you see that? Can you see that today? All this we see because we saw it first within ourselves. And that's a theme of this course, is we look inside and see the divine, the love of God, the altar, the Christ, the love, the peace. We see it in ourselves first, and then we see it reflected everywhere. So we see this love, only the loving, only the lovable, in our own mind, in our own self. And then we look about, and then we see it projected in the world. But if we look inside ourselves and, we're not looking at love, but we're looking at what the ego wants us to see, then we see, oh gosh, a world that is not full of love, and not full of harmony, and not full of light. We see darkness everywhere. But not today, you guys, not today. We see the love of God, the loving and the lovable, and the dying and the dead as well, restoring them to life. All this we see because we saw it first within ourselves. No miracle can ever be denied to those who know that they are one with God. And that's our theme today. Let me remember. Let me remember. I've forgotten. Let me remember I am one with God. I thought I was separate, but let me remember I am one with God. No thought of the person who remembers that they are one with God, but has the power to heal all forms of suffering in anyone in times gone by and times yet to come, as easily as in the ones who walk beside them. Wow, what a powerful statement. It transcends time and space with this healing. For those who walk beside them now, their thoughts are timeless and apart from distance, and apart from time. We join in this awareness as we say that we are one with God. For in these words we say as well that we are saved and healed, and that we can save and heal accordingly. We have accepted, and we now would give. You have to accept the atonement for yourself first. Otherwise, we're an unhealed healer, the Course says. For we would keep the gifts our Father gave. And how do we keep it? By giving it away. Today we would experience ourselves at one with Him, so that the world may share our recognition of reality. You see, we're not really going out and preaching to everybody that we're one with God and the separation hadn't happened, so much as we are believing it for ourselves, and then it just shines from us. It's projected from us. That belief, and it changes everything, the way we perceive everyone and it's the way the world is healed. First, it's healed inside of us. Today, we would experience ourselves at one with Him, so that the world may share our recognition of reality. In our experience, the world is freed. As we deny our separation, deny that we are separate from God and one another, as we deny that from our Father, as we deny our separation from our Father, it is healed along with us. See, originally we denied that we were one. And now we're doing the opposite. We're making a different choice. We're denying that we are separate. Peace be to you today. Secure your peace by practicing awareness that you are one with your Creator, as He is with you. Sometime today, whenever it seems best, devote a half an hour to the thought that you are one with God. This is our first attempt at an extended period for which we give no rules, no special words to guide your meditation. We will trust God's voice to speak as He sees fit today. Certain He will not fail. Abide with Him this half hour, and He will do the rest. And this is kind of where the Course is taking us more and more. We'll begin to see the lessons get shorter and shorter, less words, because the language of no words is how we speak. It's beyond words. So we're starting to practice listening and letting the Holy Spirit speak to us. Your benefit will not be less if you believe that nothing happens. So even if we get at the end of that 30 minutes, we think, man, nothing happened. But we've still benefited, it says. You may not be ready to accept the gain today, yet sometime, somewhere, it will come to you. Nor will you fail to recognize it when it dawns with certainty upon your mind. This half an hour will be framed in gold, with every minute, like a diamond set around the mirror, that this exercise will offer you. This is comparing this half hour that we spend becoming aware and remembering our oneness as like a golden frame with diamonds, a diamond for each, 30 diamonds on it, all around. It's like the value that this is offering us, even if we don't realize it today. And sometimes we do these lessons and we're in a felt like, what happened? That kind of, I don't really feel any different. And that's what it's kind of talking about. Sometimes you won't feel different, but it is, something's happening. Some reality is dawning on our minds. Even if we fail to recognize it, when it dawns with certainty upon your mind, this half hour will be framed in gold, and you will see Christ's face upon it in reflection of your own. So we're seeing Christ's face in this mirror, diamond mirror, in the reflection of my own face, seeing Christ's face. Wow. Perhaps today, perhaps tomorrow, you will see your own transfiguration in the glass. Perhaps you'll see it today in this holy half an hour will hold out to you to look upon yourself. And when you're ready, you'll find it there within your mind, waiting to be found. You will remember then the thought to which you gave this half an hour, thankfully aware no time was ever better spent. So the Holy Spirit is really, really encouraging us to do this half hour today. Perhaps today, perhaps tomorrow, you will look into this glass and understand the sinless light you see belongs to you. The loveliness you look on is your own. Count this half hour as your gift to God in certainty that His return will be a sense of love you cannot understand, a joy too deep for you to comprehend, a sight too holy for the body's eyes to see. And yet, you can be sure someday, perhaps today, perhaps tomorrow, you will understand, you will comprehend, and you will see. And add further jewels to the golden frame that holds the mirror offered you today by hourly repeating this to yourself. Let me remember I am one with God, at one with all my brothers and myself in everlasting holiness and peace. So that's today's lesson, brothers and sisters. Have fun with that. May you experience this true gnosis, this true knowledge of experiencing yourself, your real self today, remembering you're one with God, feeling the presence within you. And me too. I'm looking forward to it. And have a great day. Love to you. Bless you. I'll see you tomorrow.